just AFKing sometimes, and I came on, and there was like 7 people. Like, I believe at one point there was like 3 or 4 people like literally b-hopping on Kit, and I was like, okay, like why are you AFKing on Kit when you know like there's a current problem with people b-hopping and stuff?
I went Joe and the shooting stopped, came back out and it started again. Let me ask you a question, who thinks really blasting their skanks? The po-po think it's us, cause it sure as hell ain't them. And whenever the corn get bust, they kick up a fuss, I blame my friends. I went Joe and the shooting stopped, came back out and it started again.
How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too, Let's go straight into it. What do you think led to your demotion from Invadedlands?
I personally do not know. Mega contacted me. I was on vacation actually when this happened. He contacted me and he told me that he said something along the lines of that I know what I did. And I was like, what are you talking about? Because like I'm on vacation. I haven't logged on Invaded for like a solid 2 weeks because of vacation. So then he rephrased his, I guess, statement. And he said that I leaked something. But when I asked him to basically show me what I leaked, he didn't. He said he won't show me to protect, I guess, the person. I don't know if it was a person, if it was multiple people. I have honestly no idea what I've leaked in the past or if someone like forged something. But overall, it's just apparently I leaked something and that caused my demotion.
So that's okay. I understand that. So from your tone, do you think it was a deserved demotion? Like, do you think that you deserved it in any way?
Personally, I mean, obviously, if you're gonna ask someone, do you deserve the demotion, I feel like 99% is gonna say that they didn't deserve it, and I'm gonna have to lean with the 99%, because, I mean, if he showed me, like, the reason why I got demoted, and maybe if I understood my demotion, then I'd be like, okay, that's reasonable. But since I haven't been shown anything, or I haven't heard literally anything about it other than that I leaked something, and I can't really say that I deserved it because I didn't see any proof behind it. And I can't, like, for example, like, what if the evidence was somehow forged? Like, I'm not saying it was, but, like, what if it was forged and I can't defend myself in any way, shape, or form? So I guess I have to say that I don't think it was reasonable to demote me, simply because I do not know what it was for.
And you couldn't argue, I get that.
Yeah, I couldn't argue because he was my quote-unquote, like, superior, so you're not usually supposed to argue with your superior, so I was like, okay, I understand, and I said something along the lines of, thank you for your time, and, like, through helping me, because this was my first staffing position, they put a lot of faith in me, in a sense, so I was like, but, thank you for your time, and stuff like that, and the opportunity.
So, assuming from that Mega was just really vague in general when he demoted you and would refuse to give any more detail.
It was really vague. Yeah, it was vague.
Yeah.
It was probably to protect, I guess, like, whatever person, because I automatically assumed someone must have sent him something. So the reason why he didn't show me anything was maybe because it was a specific event that if he showed me a screenshot, I would automatically know who the person is. So then I decided then that was probably for the best, because if I were to find out, then my friends would have found out, then the community could have found out, like, about it, and maybe they could have, like, created some sort of backlash against that person. So I understand that's the right choice, but then, like, at the same time, it just leaves me clueless on what happened.
I see. And on the, like, and because you were staff Invaded, I have to ask, like, while you were with the staff team, who did the least? Like, who was the most inactive, or who was the most who was just really bad?
The most useless.
I mean,
Most
I wouldn't
useless,
say. I think
that-
overall, the whole the whole staff team. What? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, let me finish the question.
I thought you finished. It was so long.
I was, but then Ben, like, I don't know if it's Ben or Greener. Anyways, yeah. So listen.
Wait, are you sure she should name someone?
She could name if she wants, or she can describe the qualities of what they did and not name them. But who was the most useful and who was the most disrespectful, even if it's in a joking manner or if it was like just disrespectful?
Well, I'm gonna take the decision, like, out of just, like, pure respect, not to name anyone, because I just don't want them facing unnecessary backlash over a Minecraft server, for God's sake, you know? Like, I think that's just stupid. So I think overall, like, the staff team itself, everyone was actually fairly active. Some just decided to stick with being in Vanish and did stuff behind the scenes. But overall, activity-wise, I think everyone was active. I'm pretty sure, like from what I've seen, like they were either sitting in Vanish or interacting with the community. So I think on a scale of like 1 to 10, I'd say like it was like an 8 activity-wise. And then usefulness, I mean, some people sat in servers just AFKing sometimes, and I came on and there was like 7 people, like I believe at one point there was like 3 or 4 people like literally b-hopping on Kit. And I was like, okay, like, why are you AFKing on Kit when you know, like, there's a current problem with people b-hopping and stuff? But I mean, like, usefulness, I mean, they could have done, obviously, stuff on the forums and stuff like that, so I can't really, like, criticize because I can't see what they're doing when I'm offline. So I'm just gonna say that everyone is useful in their own way. But I feel like when it comes to, like, time management and stuff like that, instead of AFKing, just go do something else, you know? Like, don't just sit there AFK and not ban anyone who's quite literally breaking rules that you can see, you know?
And in general, though, how was like the environment as a staff member between staff members, rather than their experience, with like staff members towards the community? What about like with each other? What was
So
that
with
like?
each other, I would say, because there's my point of view, and then there's point of view of how others seen it. I think others overall think it was like a good environment, like everyone like I guess got along and stuff like that. But then like from my point of view, to put it in the nicest way possible, like I think I was treated like as an outcast. Like at certain points, like I would log on to the server and like I'd say like hi in staff chat or something, you know, trying to be like nice and like welcoming. And like I've had multiple like times where like people were obviously on talking with each other and stuff like that, and they just like wouldn't respond to me or just acknowledge that I was there. So I was kind of like, okay, you know, that's fine. If they don't want to like talk to me, they don't have to. So from my experience, I would say that I guess it was kind of saddening sometimes because like, you know, I tried to be like really friendly, especially like during like either like my trainee period or I guess the newer staff members trainee period. Like I tried to be like really like welcoming, I guess, to the staff team. Like when I was a trainee, overall I think it was like pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of liked my team because we actually talked with each other and like the mods talked to us. And then like when the other trainees came, like I talked to them, I'm like, hey, if you need any help, just let me know. And then they said something along the lines of like, yeah, of course, like I'll message you or something. And then like I think they rarely messaged me. They mostly messaged like others, which I understand. Like they don't know me other than like I think Crypto knew me. Like the other 3 had no idea who I was probably. So I understood that, but then like at the same time, like it's not that hard to say like hi back to like a fellow staff member that's supposed to be like part of the team, you know? Like it was kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie.
That's yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. So I'm assuming with this next question, I'm just gonna assume that with how you were treated, just kind of more of an outcast, and you expect to be treated differently, a little more respected. I get that. This one question is, so based off of the environment and the staff teams like views, what do you think the future of Invadedlands is going to be like as a staff member, right? And you've probably like spent most of your time on Kit, right? What do you think the future of Kit PvP is going to be for Invadedlands? Do you think it's going to thrive, or recently it has been on the decline? So what is your opinions on those?
Recently it's been on the decline. I'm not gonna leak anything because I'm not gonna pull a scummy move.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm not. I had no intentions to do so anyways. But overall, like, there has been a recent decline. Everyone has seen that. I'm pretty sure yesterday at, like, 3 p.m., which used to be, like, peak time last summer, where it had, like, at one point it had, like, 1K players on, I believe, or, like, an average of, like, 600 players. It only had 96 players server-wide. So it's quite obvious that Invaded has been hitting like the lowest of the lows. And the staff team, I mean, they obviously are working together. Mods can't really do much other than like do forum requests and banning people to, I guess, try to maintain the people that still come and like, you know, I guess protect the experience in a sense by like banning hackers and muting offenders and stuff like that. But like overall, I feel like from like I said, from my point of view, since I felt like an outcast, I don't really know if like they talked a lot, because they basically like it was like branched into groups. Certain people would talk with certain people in a sense, so I'm not too sure if they spoke with each other about anything along the lines of kit PvP, other than like someone making an announcement in staff chat saying, oh, we're going to be working on this and this in the future, we're going to be adding this and this in the future, what are your opinions on it? I'm not too sure if like there was like mod group chats with admins and stuff like that regarding any updates. I know we had staff meetings, but my memory is not the best, but I believe we only had like 2 or something, which was minimal. Like over my 7 months of staffing on Invaded, I think I only had like 2 or 3 staff meetings. When I talked with my other like I guess demoted/resigned staff friends, they said they used to have like practically almost weekly ones. So it was definitely like on the low. So I really do not know if there is a lot of teamwork, because like I said, I wasn't really included in all of that. Like for example, I was supposed to say this in the other question, but I kind of forgot until now. But basically, whenever there's new trainees, out of like, it's kind of like a tradition, but like at the same time, it's like a welcoming thing. So basically, the mods create a group chat to welcome the trainees, and it has like a senior mod in it. And it's basically them saying like, oh, if you need any help, just like write it in here and stuff like that. We'll help you out. And for some reason, they decided like not to include me. They included all of the mods except for me.
Wait, that's so fucked up.
I know.
That's fucked.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's actually fucked up.
They included all of the mods except for me, and I found out through a trainee because I'm friends with one of the trainees now mods. And they told me that, hey, I don't know if you're aware, but there's like I guess the group chat for the trainees and you're not in it. Do you want me to invite you? And I was like, well, if they did invite me, that clearly means that they don't want me in there. So I was kind of like, I'll just congratulate the trainees like by DM. So that's what I did. I just DM'd all the trainees. I'm like, hey, congratulations. If you need any help, just let me know and stuff like that. But yeah, when that happened, I just kind of knew. I was like, yeah. So I wasn't being like superstitious or anything. Like it really seemed like they just did not want me there.
Wait, does the senior mod make the group chat, or is it higher up?
No, it was a mod. It was one of the, not from my season, it was one of the mods from the second season. So Crypto, Caesar, Rita, and Joe, but he resigned, so just the 3 of them. I feel like I'm forgetting someone, but like my mind right now is like focusing on different things. But yeah. It was made by a mod, like a newer mod, and they didn't include me, and I was like, okay.
That's kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start crying.
Greener. Do you have any other questions you want to ask?
No.
You don't. What about you? Greeter, come on.
What? Buddy, I don't like this shit. Stop.
Ben, what about you?
Ben's not here.
Ben. Okay, anyways, thank you for your time, Flured.
It's no worries. It's no worries.
Bad bitch said you want me back. She blowin' my phone, can't get a text back. She said she done do a room like that. I need all my money, I need all my stack. If a nigga talk down, then he gon' be this black. You be flexin' that bitch, but that bitch I just flat. And I'm stuck in the gap with my little jack. Ain't no downers, you know I keep that big Mac. I'm a young boy, you know I been that. I was skipping the class just to get some cash. Man, we funnel his stats, took it in the flash. Don't send me your song, put it in the trash. Y'all niggas clones, put that on my mama. I ain't got time for no goddamn drama. Bitch, I'ma go
not no dumb llama. I'ma blow up just like a Montana.